Yo, what is up, everybody? It's the dude, it's the rebel, it's the guy that steps next level. It's your boy, Keenan Sargent, aka Level 92. Get with him. And welcome everybody to another Key Clip episode. This here is Key Clip number 81, but also season 2, episode 6. Yes, 6 episodes, and we are still running good, baby. So, just for the recap, we have looked over on number 80, the 5th episode on season 2. I went to the University of Missouri St. Louis, also known as UMSL. Apparently there was a gaming event going on known as Global Game Jam, but this is the St. Louis Global Game Jam. And I had a chance to talk with the man that actually runs the place with John. Y'all should go check it out. And also I have the link to the Global Game site onto that video, so go check that out. It's probably going to be again next year. Don't know about the date, but hey, supposed to be good. So, for today's key clip for 81, a console that I had not heard of, not seen, and definitely not owned, but I happened to find this a couple months ago, and thank God I did, because I want to try to make the best out of this review. Now, everybody knows Atari was known for its home consoles, but if some of y'all kind of misplaced the past, they came portable with the Atari Lynx. And to think, Atari's dead through gaming, but gotta have some memory for them. This here is a brick of a whole console. Look at this. This thing is thick, and I want to show this out too. Of course, bigger than Nintendo Game Boy, and probably a little bit kind of the same width or same length as a Game Boy. But this thing comes close with the Game Gear. Kind of covered most of the front, and kind of covered most of the bottom. Yeah. Still, this thing is a brick. You thought this is a brick? This might as well be a cinder block. This thing, this is a pretty nice system. This is actually the second version of the Atari Lynx. The first one, of course, it's much longer. Has kind of like I want to say like a skateboard look to it. You know, it has kind of like the edges come up. So basically, think of this, but it turned around, and it's kind of the controls up here, and then of course you have the direction pads. Kind of like I said, it's kind of like a skateboard. But I happened to buy this at Art City Gaming not so long ago for like I think $100. Yeah, it's got no grip. And the first time I saw it, I think it was like the month before that, and I was like, oh my god, I gotta get it, but I didn't have enough money for it. So come around Thanksgiving, the man that owns it, he happens to still hold on to it, and I was like, thank you, man. Went up there after work, bought it, and I was like, yay, finally got it. Now, it only comes with one game, but I'll show you guys that in this key clip. As far as I know with the Atari Lynx, like I said, I was always familiar with the Atari 2600 and the 52 and the 7800. And the 7800 I had, but of course it didn't work. I had the wrong TV for it, like a long time ago. But as far as this goes, this is my first time actually seeing an Atari Lynx. This thing is kind of more graphic-y than the Game Boy. It kind of resembles the Game Gear a whole lot, from the screening to the colors. Now here's the only difference. With the Game Gear, on the side, you can actually, there's a knob right there where you can actually see how bright you want your game to be, and I think there was a contrast on here. No, it's not just the volume, but just the brightness. So that's one thing I want to point out. This one here, it is not. This just has a if I can find it, yeah, it just has the backlight on it. And of course, yeah, and separately you have your on and you have your off button. I think that's pretty nifty. Right here, these are your some of these are your pause buttons. You got options 1, option 2, and you have a restart. That's basically starting up the whole game. You think your Game Boy could have done that? Now this is one thing that weirds me out. And of course, you have your D-pad. All right, so kind of easy for that. This is the one thing that really tips me off. You have 4 buttons. Now here's the thing. Game Boy had 2, the Game Gear has 2, but this has 4. But it functions only 2 buttons for the same actions. So like say if this was up, yeah, say this is like jumping and this is the action, this right here be jumping action. You know, it kind of gives you the feel of like what's more better. You know, like for the Game Gear, you know, it's just like dead in the middle. So you basically just just going like that. But with this one, you can either play with the top buttons or you can play with the lower buttons. For me, it's gonna be top, because it feels weird on the bottom. Like unless you just laying on here, you're just basically playing it like a computer. And the game cards, and I'm not going to show this because I don't want to spoil it. These are flat. Yes, look at this. That is like a flat game, and you think you can actually still be able to get some copy off of that. And then the bottom part, I'm going to show that. That's where all the chipping reads, you know, kind of like a Game Boy, how it has it on the inside. But this thing is weird. And then, of course, it has the grip on so you can actually pull your game out. That. Now, of course, I would turn it on right now, but I got the batteries if I want to take it out because I didn't want to corrode it. Now, the only weird thing is, if you put it in, like, say, for instance, if you had a Game Boy game, and no, if you had a Game Boy, you turn that on, it's going to show that black line where it's supposed to be Nintendo. But with this one, if you don't have a game in it, it's going to just stay off. So, I don't know how they did that, but, you know, it's pretty nifty on that part. And I do not know what goes behind here. I want to say probably some sort of peripheral that people really see. I want to say it'd be awesome if it was a belt buckle. Because if it was, I'll probably wear it, and people would be like, "Oh my god, I like your belt buckle." But it's not a belt buckle. It's Atari Lynx. And what another console I know from Atari that I really never heard of, besides the 26 through 78, another one was an Atari Jaguar. And if I haven't found that, I would try my best to do a review on that. I've seen that on I seen it on AVGN, and he actually did a pretty good job on that. Salute to you, my brother. And that's actually all I gotta say as far as the console goes. That's it. That's your Atari Lynx. Something that you first Atari, and I think only Atari portable console. You think they would have made more, but company ran out of business. So hey, and that will conclude, ladies and gentlemen, 81 Key Clip episode, season 2, episode 6. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I think I know what to do, and I actually will be doing this game, not showing you yet, but I'll actually be doing this for my next Key Clip. And until then, y'all can like and also comment on this video as of today. You can also subscribe to me from the bottom or the top, wherever the link is. You can find me on Facebook, Keenan Sargent, or facebook.com/DudeLevel92. You can also find me on Twitter and on Instagram, DudeLevel92 right there. I forgot to get out my business cards, but I just made those today. I will probably show that on the next video just to take a look at it, or like I say, you know, just look at my Instagram. There's a photo on there. Till next time, stay tuned for 82. See you when I see y'all. Y'all stay awesome. Peace.